Sorry, Mataji.
Yeah. Start. Yeah.
So thank you, Mataji, for your selfless service, who you have given a direction in life to us lost souls. We can now have some goal towards which we can work on. And so I'll just share my journey and my realization. So basically, first I would like to uh, thank each and every one of you for supporting me and throughout this journey. So basically, I wanted to let you all know is I from childhood I was very attracted to Krishna, seeing the Krishna Leela in the TV. I'm sure everyone is. And in my city, there was the first time ISKCON was built up, and we were very fascinated and used to go as a family to the temple and everything. And then since 25 years of my life was in Andhra Pradesh, where it was a very devotional state. Like everyone, it was a very everyone was into pujas, ratas, and everyone. So that atmosphere I grew up in, and I was closely connected to God, and I was protected. I felt very close to God, and every year we used to visit Tirupati and everything. It was very going on very smoothly in my life, and then suddenly there was a death in my family, and that's when my life turned upside down. And you could say that I stopped believing in God, and that raised many questions in my heart, and didn't have any answers. And gradually, slowly, I drifted apart from God, and came into the clutches of Maya. That's when this has changed. And since then, I have been into a very dark phase, and it's not like I was not given any opportunity. There were many opportunities, but I could not identify that light of hope which was coming in the darkness. I was so absorbed in the darkness that I could not see that light. And although I was escaped very narrowly from many incidents, many pathetic conditions. I came out very safely, but never I wondered that why this has happened and how I came out. There is some greater power which is protecting me. I never realized that, but it was just going on and on. And the only thing I believed at that point of time was do good, you will get good. That was the definition of karma, which I believed at that time. And going on further, and suddenly I came across a person, a pure ISKCON devotee, as my office colleague. And that was again another opportunity given to me, but I did not take it. I was fascinated all the while with that kirtan and all. Only once in a lifetime I had experienced that. But as soon as I turned my face away from that thing, I got surrendered completely unto Maya and the material world. And then again, after so many years, again, fortunately, when I was in a very helpless condition and very dark situation at that time, I revisited my city. The first time I got connected with Krishna, that is gone just this year. And that's when my thing again started. My attraction towards Krishna again started. And parallelly, I was watching Radha Krishna series, and I got totally involved in that. That's what took me to another phase of Krishna consciousness, which I would say is to the doors of ISKCON Pune and VCC. And there, I actually all of a sudden met Vaishnavi Mataji, who introduced me to you and your group, and that's when I connected my life with you, and that's how from this group my journey of Krishna consciousness started. So I would say that you three are the ones who brought me back to Krishna consciousness. Feel like it's the last opportunity which I've got, and now I don't want to miss this opportunity, and just want to stick around in this Krishna consciousness. So before prior to coming to Krishna consciousness, I was having many bad qualities. Like I was very lazy. I didn't have a proper sleep. I used to sleep around 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock. There was no sleep schedule at all. I was very anxious. I was suffering from anxiety as well. I had a lot of addictions, be it every type of addiction I had. I did not have any purpose in life. I was just a lost soul. I was also selfish. I was not religious. Although in the beginning phase of my life, I was a bit religious, but after some years of my life, I wasn't. I was not worshipping. I was not going to temple. Like it was almost many years I had not visited any temples, and overeating, oversleeping was my this thing. I have a lot of anger issues, although anger is still a part of my life now, but it is I'm trying to control that. There are many toxic people in my life, and after hearing Bhagavatam, like within 30 days of hearing Bhagavatam in this group, I was able to conquer few of these qualities, like I got rid of these addictions all completely within 30-45 days, and I just got purpose of life back, and I started going to the temples regularly, and I still believe in now that hearing after so much, I believe in Krishna, and I have lost many toxic people from my life, and that's when these people were replaced by devotee association. So this particular verse had made me thinking that these are the qualities which were removed by hearing Krishna Katha and by hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. All these were slowly are gradually removing from my heart. Ataji, just give me 1 minute. Yeah. So after that, the realizations which uh, these realizations are that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead. So that was the major myth which was busted out. That that was the major myth which was busted out, and in regards to various incarnations. So we were not aware about the various incarnations. We only thought that Vishnu is the supreme God, and the all the other Krishna is the incarnation of Vishnu. But that was also removed by hearing your Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Katha. And the most amazing part was the spiritual world, a reflection of the spiritual world which you have showed us. That was really amazing. And the next thing is we came to know in this first and second canto is that bhakti, although there are many devotional services to attain the kingdom of God, but bhakti proves the topmost limb of devotional service. And we have also seen that deity worship is why we do deity worship, what Archana, Vigraha, that how and why it is important. And the major thing which touched my heart in this first canto was the advent of Kali Yuga at the time when Parikshit Maharaj was going through the forest, and when he saw the dharma and adharma in the form of cow and bull, that's when you explained so clearly the importance of four regulative principles, and that's when that touched my heart so very deeply. We all know that all these four regulative principles are bad. We should not do that. Everyone in this world knows that this is bad. We should not do it. But what was the importance of that, and why we should not do? And that's when this has explained, when we explained that came through, that clicked the heart and that mind, and then suddenly we realized the importance of that. And apart from that, there was major stress given on cow protection, how we need to protect the cows and everything. And other thing, we also saw the chastity of women, that is especially Gandhari, how she was so chaste in her life, and how we need to apply. these material assets which we have got and the feelings we can dovetail towards Krishna. That was also another thing which took my heart completely, is that why, how we can be in this material world, and apart from being in this material world, how we can preach and how we can attain the kingdom of God. It was very difficult. And then we realized that even being in a material world, we can attain the kingdom of God by just applying these things towards spiritual, material things towards spiritual. So that's what was there. And the beautiful expression which you always mention in your classes is Premanjana, that I don't remember the full line of it, but the Kajal of love, which we have only that Kajal, with through that Kajal only we can see the Lord. So that was also most captivated point which I can remember. And another point we can see is that we need to take the shelter of the Guru and the Lord Krishna as well, to to progress, advance in the devotional service. And we also saw many great examples of exotic devotees like Maharaja Parikshit, Kunti Maharani, and many other devotees we have seen, and we have got so much inspiration from them. And there was another instance where I remember this point, that we need to be humble than a blade of grass, and we also need to be tolerant than a tree. Always any I remember this line whenever I am just sitting around. I just this thing comes into my mind automatically, that be humble than a blade of grass, and be tolerant than a tree. And also, you have explained so nicely the laws of karma, the complexity of the laws of karma, because from my point of view, karma is just that do good, you get good. That was only the definition which I knew, and you cleared out so well the intricacies of the laws. One class, I remember that when I was asking some questions, you told me that it is so complicated and so interesting that we are not in that state of mind we can understand the laws of karma, that complicated it is. And another two things which captivated me a lot is when you mentioned that spiritual things also have consciousness. So that clicked my heart when that clicked my mind when I was thinking about when we were watching cartoons in the childhood. The teapot in the cartoon, the teapot is talking, and but different things are talking with each other, and that's was very fascinating when we were in childhood. That is all a dream kind of thing. But when you mentioned that spiritual things also have consciousness, then I connected that with that, and that was real. So I was very fascinated to see that, like, how will that world be where things are talking, and we always used to imagine in the childhood to be among things which talk. So that was very fascinating for me. And another thing which you mentioned was every step is a dance and every word is a song in Gola Vrindavan. So that one took me back again to my childhood, where we watched many fairy tale movies where the princesses fairy tales, especially I was very addicted to these fairy tales, and where they were the princess is just singing, dancing, and the king is singing and dancing, and they are just going on living their life together. So that reminded me back again, and that put it that got it into my heart that this is the world in this is the spiritual world. So I more and more I feel like going and checking that out, and feel like going towards that spiritual world. So these are some of the realizations which I could jot down, although I have not made any notes during the entire two cantos. Honestly speaking, the second canto was all the way top of my head. I was not able to connect or remember anything from second canto. I would like to say that this group is like a second family to me, and I don't have much of a devotee association here anywhere. It's just that this group only is the association for me. Slowly, gradually, for the last 1 or 2 weeks, I've started going to the temple here and forming an association, but it's still in the process. I've not got that bond or that physical connect right now here at my place. And I would like to say, Mataji, just like a mother, how she holds the hands of a child, teaching how to walk. Similarly, you are holding us and teaching us how to walk on the path of this devotional service. So we are forever grateful to you for taking this initiative and making us all walk towards the ultimate goal of life. And this group is also this wonderful opportunity which I have received to be associated with such a wonderful devotees group that every day and every time we learn something new, and everyone was very cooperative, and especially Rupa Mataji, whenever I was stuck in some technical issue, she always was there to help me out and take the lead from there without making the other devotees wait. So, and just lastly, I would like to say, please forgive me if I've done anything or said anything which hurt anyone so far. So, yeah, these were my reflections. Thank you so much, Mataji, for giving this chance to me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So that was an in-depth realization, and what a wonderful journey of Krishna consciousness. But one thing what I'm realizing in this, that deep within the heart, there was this longing for Krishna. And because there was this longing for Krishna, somehow or the other, Krishna has got you connected to the Bhagavatam in the association of devotees. Because today, if you see in the afternoon that we're reading in the Hindi Bhagavatam, that only association of devotees can actually uplift us. So even for me, actually, it's the same. It's nothing that I'm giving association, but I feel that even I myself am taking association from the devotees as such. So, yeah, only, and Bhagavatam can be understood only in the association of devotees. It cannot be understood sitting alone in one corner. So, and I want to really thank Priyanka that always in the time of crisis, she's always helped. I want to also thank Rupa Mataji that they have been actually, you can say, the backup for whenever I'm not there. In case I'm ill, I'm not feeling well, I'm off to save us. So you all are the, showman for this particular show. So thank you so much, Priyanka. Thank you very much for this wonderful offering to the Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and your realizations. Uh,
All of you.
uh,
Thank you.
Lakshmi Narayan Prabhu, you would like to say something, or you're on a hearing mode, Prabhu?
Mataji, Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanavad Pranam.
Mataji, after hearing all these devotees' relations, I feel actually I have that fear to speak in a group, but in one shot I recorded. It's around 10 minutes. Just now I recorded that. I'll
Play? Yes, Prabhu, you can play. I'll make you the co-host to it. Just give me 1 minute. I'll make you the
no,
co-host.
just Mataji, in a mobile I'll switch on. Another mobile I'm logged in now.
You have it in another mobile. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Mataji. I'm very much glad to be here in the group today, and I thank you all, Prabhujis and Matajis, for tolerating me all these days, because my English is very worst. I could not pronounce properly, and yes. Could you hear, Mataji? And because my schooling also, it was not that good. It was English medium school, but then the English teacher and principal, they used to speak in Hindi with us, because majority of the students were from Muslim community, 80%, and the staff also 80% staff also from Muslim community. And okay, and in college we used to speak in Telugu, because the school standard, again it continued in the college also. The standard was not good from the beginning, And actually, I'm very glad. Actually, I'm very lucky to attend the IDC course given by our Krishna Mataji. I'm actually felt very happy when I was going through the course. It was like a spoon feeding type. That's already I mentioned in the group once. So comfortable we are with Mataji. Uh, she never feels that okay, why this student is not picking up. She will give all comforts to us, and that is the very good quality of a good teacher. She knows the pulse of all of us, like which slokas perfect can be given to which devotee. When the size of the shloka is little lengthy, like Anup Prabhuji and other Matajis, young Matajis are there, they will be taken care. And she knows better that my language is manageable. I mean, not that fluency in the. So actually, I got introduced to ISKCON 30 years back, Mataji, but then in 2 years of our coming to ISKCON, then Krishna consciousness, our first spiritual leader, I mean, our group leader, he went back to Zahirabad. He's a profession, he's doctor by profession. And so then we were following the regulative principles like chanting, uh, other all regulative principles we are following, but we are not connected to any group. And I also went to Saudi then for 2 years, then came back and went to Dubai in 2010. There, after going to Dubai, there's a big congregation in Dubai, Damodar Desh, Sham Desh, and all. So there we started little in a good way, I mean. But still, as you all can see me, not good, not good practicing devotee. Devotee, I go with devotees, but I am very low cat devotee, you can say. Yeah, not that good qualities in me. And I'm very poor in reading, spending time for scriptural readings and all. But okay, but whenever there is service like Mataji, when if somebody is needed something like if anybody traveling and if they need some prasadam and all, these kind of services I'm more interested. Like when I come back from Dubai, I used to have a small room where I used to maintain the stock of books. Whenever somebody is going to Dubai, it's Sham days, and we used to arrange, pack. I used to maintain the stock of books here. So even now, today, we have some stock of books with me. So this kind of service, like social service, like if any devotees something needed financially or something, nowadays with the help of Sushil Prabhu, we'll attend to it. Uh, yeah, and physical service, like I have to go when I have to go personally and do something, I'll go for that. But yeah, I move with the devotees, as I said, but I don't. My grasping power is very less, and I could not even whatever I hear, it'll go into mind again, but it'll flee away. Like it won't. If you ask me, you tell me what is a good thing you found in Bhagavatam. I am blank. But when I'm hearing happily. That problem is there with me, Mataji. And regarding our group, it's very perfect group, Mataji. Our it's like family, and we wait for the time actually when it becomes 8 o'clock. Now, earlier it used to be at 9 o'clock when we can join the group. Unless we are far away traveling, that time we cannot attend. But otherwise, mostly we try. We'll be waiting actually. So that's all happening because of you, Mataji. You know perfectly even when you are having seva in the temple, Priyanka Mata is taking care in a very good way. We are happy for that, and responsibility she is taking care. And Sushil Prabhu is a senior member in the group, very dedicated and very punctual. He never miss a class actually, and I like this Mata. I cannot speak properly. That's the reason I'm recording my voice actually. Uh, when somebody's asking or speaking something in between, I could not say anything though. So actually, Mataji, I also introduced to Bhakti Shastri our classes. My friend Maschand Prabhu, he worked in a very senior position in Dubai. There I met him, Maschand Prabhu. And Sushil Prabhu, actually Sushil Prabhu introduced Mataji to me first for IDC course. Then for Bhakti Shastri, I introduced Mataji again to Sushil Prabhu. So then my daughter Krishna Kupai joined, now Mallesh Prabhu also joined, Bhakti Shastri, Mashil Prabhu, Sushil Prabhu. We are four now. It's all, I'm not feeling that I could introduce four of you. It's all your greatness, Mata, your goodness, your kindness, the way you are teaching us, you are explaining us. That's the reason I could, okay, I'm happy to introduce. Let them, they'll also take the advantage of this. So my daughter also very happy joining the Bhakti Shastri class. And what else? Okay. Okay, Mataji, I'm not able to speak anything now, but I'm always and throughout my life, I would like to be any one of your group, with whatever the group may be, Bhakti Shastri, whatever group. If required IDC also, again I can join IDC like that, Mataji. And I'm very much thankful to you, Mataji. You never, you don't speak harshly to anyone, and you comfortably accommodate everyone. You give opportunity to the new devotees. I'm saying nowadays more new devotees are joining the group. Okay, and let's all uh, be with our wonderful Krishna Roop Mataji, and I offer my sincere dandas pranams at her lotus feet. And keep blessing us, Mataji. I'm very sorry I could not speak much, but whatever I know. Okay, Mataji. I'm very happy, Mataji. I don't know how long it will go with Bhagavatam ready, but I'll be with you, Mataji. I'll kindly bless me that I should be with you. I should be in the group. Thank you very much, Mataji. And, I'm extremely sorry if I spoke anything wrong because of my bad English. Okay, thank you all. Thank you all. Kindly bless me. Mataji, kindly bless me, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandapra Mataji. I'm very sorry if I wrongly say anything or in my behavior. Sometimes I send messages in between. Hari Bol like thing, whatever. That also sometimes it may irritate. Okay, I'm kindly bless me, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Dandapra Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Lakshminarayan Prabhu. Thank you so much. Of course, these Hari Bols and Hare Krishna, they are a sweet way to greet each and everyone on the group. So it's really nice that when we meet, for example, when we meet in person, we will definitely say, oh, Hare Krishna, Hari Bol to each other. So this is a nice way of greeting also. And Prabhuji, I'm so thankful to you that, somewhere in a subtle way, I always get encouragement from you and Sushil Prabhu to somehow or the other continue these classes, because I feel that there is a बोलते ना कि बड़े लोगों के आशीष है मेरे पास, means I have the blessings of the elders, somehow or the other, and that is why this group is been continued because of the blessings of yourself and Sushil Prabhu. That because and of course, you know, in this relationship, Krishna is in the center, and that is why when Krishna is in the center of any relationship, these relationships will go a long way, and these relationships will be definitely permanent also, because Krishna is in the center of this relationship. So I was actually just thinking that, oh, I'm so fortunate that I have two elderly people in this particular group. In case if my behavior is not correct, or in case I am, you know, in some way going wrong, then I will always have guidance of His Grace Lakshmi Narayan Prabhu, His Sushil Prabhu. At least you all will be there to guide me. You know, Mataji, you're going wrong over here. I think you should correct yourself. So I'm very happy that at least, because I was actually missing this one point, that there should be somebody, you know, who should, you know, challenge me, correct me somehow or the other. But because you all both are there, so I'm really very, you know, I feel myself very safe and secure in the association of you both, Prabhu. So thank you so much, Lakshmi Narayan Prabhu. It's such a wonderful.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Hare Krishna. I didn't thought I'll in a one shot I can record same, but it went on.
I've written some comments in the chat box. You may read it, Prabhu.
I read it, Mataji. I just now read. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Priyanka Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Matangi Mataji, you would like to say something? Few words, Matangi Mataji. Matangi Mataji, any few words you would like to say? Okay.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, I'm Dandavats Pranam to everyone in the group. Yeah, I was listening to Lakshmi Narayan Prabhuji's words. He had lots to say, share today. So it was nice hearing him speak, Mataji. I believe he was discussing about his journey in the Krishna consciousness. Even in spite of living in different places, he has been continuing. That's what I think. I was in doing some other work and I was on the listening mode. Actually, I forgot to mention about it. So basically, I had like at least, as you mentioned yesterday, like, you know, I still have the connection. That's why I made it a point to join in this group, Mataji. Like basically we were neighbors, and that relationship we have managed to continue through this class. Thanks a lot, and the amount of insight that you give. Whenever possible, I'm trying to join. I'm not regular like other participants of this group, but I'm trying my level best. Or some days I tried manage to listen to the recordings that you diligently post it within 1 or 2 days. You update the recordings, so as much as possible I try to listen to it, Mataji. Hope to see some changes as far as possible in my personal and, you know, in spiritual life. Thanks for your guidance, Mataji.
Mataji, Hare Krishna, one more point. Actually, if you observe in my speech, there is not even single point related to Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, but at least, Prabhu, what I am seeing now, devotees are being nurtured, being nourished. In fact, we are being nourished by the Bhagavatam. We might not be like, you know, it's not like that okay, I read the Bhagavatam, and for example, after 1 hour I'll say, okay, what you read 1 hour before, tell me the whole thing. If you ask me, even I won't be able to tell. But yes, that has entered into my consciousness, and whoever has read, whoever has heard, and everybody is benefited actually. It is, and whenever there will be a time, it will immediately come out at the right time where you have to start applying, or you should know where there are reversals in life. Will definitely come to know that, oh, at least I don't have those reversals like the Pandavas had. Oh, I don't have the reversals that that Parikshit Maharaj had. Imagine, you know, we somebody gives us a curse, and he says you go and die in 7 days. What will be our situation? Imagine, we'll be devastated. But how we are taking inspiration from you know, these characters, it's so wonderful, it's so very nice, you know. So thank you so much, you know, Mataji, that you have been, so wonderful. And Mataji is very sincere also, but because currently her daughter Soumya, she is actually into higher studies. So that's where actually Mataji, though she wants to join in, but she tries to join in at her best level. And Mataji and her husband both are very nice. I know the whole family because they've been my neighbors, I mean, immediate neighbors. Like they were on 5th floor and I'm on 6th floor. So they have tolerated my all stampings also on their head, whatever noises my tuition kids used to make. I don't know. She has never complained to me. But I'm very sorry, Mataji, that in case any trouble, please forgive me. Actually, sorry. Thank
No,
you.
Mataji, no, Mataji. It was a pleasure to be a neighbor to a wonderful teacher like you. That's what I have the best words for you, Mataji. Thanks a lot.
Thank
And
you.
please pray for Soumya's best performance in her upcoming exams, Mataji.
Yes.
We request your blessings. Thank you, Mataji. Thanks to the group. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. Vrinda, you would like to say something better?
Yeah, Mataji, I think I'm not prepared as much as other devotees are, but yeah,
Whatever
I
state comes
yeah,
from your heart.
yeah, exactly. I just made one slide spontaneously right now. Maybe I could share that.
Yeah, I'll just make
Uh,
you the host. Just
yeah.
immediately make you a co-host. Yeah, I made you the co-host.
Uh,
Yeah, you can share now.
Mataji, can you see my presentation?
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. So, Hare Krishna, everyone. I'm Vrinda. Right now, since I'm the youngest, maybe I might require more experiences. And so you might find my realization smaller for now, but it might grow larger later on. And like, I did not invest much of time making a detailed presentation. Sorry for that. But I've made pointers for which I'm gonna maybe give a detailed explanation on. So I would firstly would like to extend my deep gratitude to Mataji, who's been constantly guiding us and making us better devotees. If I could tell more about Mataji, I would say she's adorable in her very detailed teachings um, of the purport she gives us. Um, I think most of us would also agree on the same. Also, with that, I like the way Mataji ensures two-way communication and makes sure that there's less of monologue during the classes. Um, Overall, I appreciate you, Mataji. So thank you very much for everything you're doing for us and people out there to make us nurtured and make us into pure devotees. I don't think you can any more further improvise on your teaching part because everything just seems perfect to me. So again, a very, very big thank you to you, Mataji. So moving ahead to my journey, I started going to ISKCON when I was 6 months old, and my dad was very much connected to ISKCON. So both my parents, they used to take me to the ISKCON every day. We used to stay very close to the ISKCON. It was like 1 kilometer far from where we used to stay. And we used to go there very regularly, daily. And this continued till I was 11 years old. And I went there regularly. Though I wasn't really knowing what was happening in ISKCON, I just knew that this is a godly place and everything I had to do here is worship God, have nice prasadam, meet the devotees, enjoy dancing with them, and come back home. That was the only thing I knew then. But like but when I was in, but I was 11, but when I was 11 years old, I started having deep realization. I started asking my dad and my mom who God is, and why do we have to why do we have to worship him? And that's where the turning point in my life started. And I think from then on, I had very spontaneous questions, and my dad then understood that maybe I need to be nurtured further, and maybe I need to be uh, engaging in becoming a devotee. So he put me into Bhakti Sastri courses, various Bhakti Sastri courses. I've attended them. I don't know what I've learned from there, but yeah, I think I've learned something which was very essential in my life. And from then on, I was very connected. And there was then a turning point again in my life when I was 13 years old, wherein we like the way we used to regularly go to ISKCON, we stopped going to ISKCON regularly. We used to go every Sundays itself, and we used to attend the lectures given by prominent devotees there. We used to have nice prasadam. We used to um, sing bhajans and all, and then we used to come back. And this is how it went on when I was 14 years old. And then when I was 14, there was again a turning point in my life wherein I moved on to higher grades. So that connection which was established between me and ISKCON was lost, and I further didn't continue to go to ISKCONs. And we just used to be at home. We used to do regular worshipping as at home and all. And I was materially surrounded with most of my friends and all, and I wasn't very uh, Krishna conscious then. Um, and uh, After a point, I mean, when I passed out my 10th grade, and right now I'm in 12th. So after I passed out my 10th, I was still not connected I was still not connected, and I wasn't a devotee then again. But then soon later, my dad thought that I'm too becoming bad. I'm too getting surrounded with materials. I'm too getting surrounded with friends who are not very spiritual enough, and I'm getting corrupted day by day. So he thought of uh, putting me into online classes, since um, offline for me wasn't possible for me to go there and then attend sessions. So so he put me into online classes, various online classes, and then I slowly learned. And then again, there was a point in my life wherein um, again I was materially surrounded. And then my dad again pulled me back, and then he again put me into various other courses. Again, that's how it happened. And then I ended up being at this class, and I'm continuing to be in this class right now. Um, so I guess this is a small brief about my journey. And coming to the qualities which I've rehabilitated from the ones which I've lost, is that since I was very materially surrounded by most of my friends who were non-devotees, um, I used to uh, I used to have a very unorganized schedule. I never used to have an organized timetable. I used to uh, study late nights. I used to sleep at around 4 p.m. And this is how my schedule, which it was going too bad. And Also, it was very less of values and more of not other material stuffs. So I had to, after I joined these classes, I think right now I'm on a better track than what I was before. And um, uh, and I think I've changed my schedule. I've become much more better organized than what I was before. And I guess right now I'm sleeping at 12, but yeah, it's at least better than what I used to sleep earlier. Um, and yeah, since there's a lot of pressure over me right now because I need to give my competitive exams this coming year and my boards too. So it's becoming too difficult for me to study Bhagavad-gītā post Mataji sessions. I'm really very interested. I don't know why, but then there's something I don't, I'm really very interested to be into bhakti, but I don't know, something's pulling me back, and there's some force which is not letting me do that. Um, so for now, I'm just attending the classes. I used to do chanting earlier as well, like 4 rounds. Um, but now it got decreased. I barely chant now. I do chanting like whenever I find time. Um, and so everything now is just based on Mataji's classes. I'm just attending Mataji's classes overall. And my other activities are being, um, you know, they're not happening as it should happen properly. Now it's more towards focusing me on making a career. And so I'm just attending Mataji's classes. I'm not able to perform other functional bhakti duties which I'm supposed to be. But yeah, maybe I'll ensure that after I at least finish my grade 12 and after I give my competitive exams and I get settled, I would probably start being very regular and punctual. And yeah, but coming to the realizations which I've got, I guess I've got immense realization. The only part is the only part left is implementation from my side, which um, I would be soon doing, as I've mentioned earlier. I think, yeah, this is what I have to share for now. Maybe I'll have more realizations later in future. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, dear devotees, and thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
What a powerful realization at this age. I mean, at your age, I don't think so. I had even not one realization of what you were having. And it's so nice to hear your journey right from your childhood. You've been into Krishna consciousness and you have your ups and you have your downs, and still you have kept your faith very intact. You have a faith, and this faith only will take you in a long run. Maybe there might be ups and downs. You're studying right now, you're studying for your 12th, maybe you've reduced your rounds also and all, but this faith will definitely keep you, ongoing in Krishna consciousness. And mm, so wonderful that I like the very fact that your father keeps on pulling you again and again. You go somewhere off track.
Oh, yeah, Mataji, like my dad right now is like, पढ़ाई वढ़ाई छोड़ो, अभी भक्ति पे रियलाइज करो, पढ़ाई वढ़ाई का कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा. मुझे पता है, मैंने जॉब किया है, मुझे एक्सपीरियंस है, ये सब छोड़ो, अभी भक्ति में concentrate करो and all.
Yeah,
So
but
this is how I keep saying.
yes, I say, but you know what? I'll tell you. When you have a proper career, and that career makes you disciplined, actually. If you do not have a career, then, many times, even if you have good bhakti and everything, you'll feel that, because we are not very, pure devotees at the right moment. So what happens is that we don't, when we are not on that pure level, so then if you do not have something substantial to identify with, then you go into a low confidence zone. So when you have a good career for yourself, you have a good goal, you want to become an engineer, a doctor, or whatever it is, but then it keeps you disciplined. Okay, this much time I wake up, this much time I sleep, this much time I study, this much time I go for my job, this much time I give to my family and all. And it keeps you organized. Otherwise, imagine, for example, a person is not working. And I have experienced this. I've experienced this for almost 2 months. When there was a layoff in my company, we were 2 months, we're not working at all, like in a sense. And mm, there was nothing to do. So then, I still remember that with what vigor you actually do bhakti, it really goes down. The time might reduce for, material activities, but uh, that material activities at the moment can be converted into spiritual also. It's only that how you keep Krishna in the center and go for your job, how you keep Krishna in the center, go for your clinic, how you keep Krishna in the center and do any work. So for you, every work will be fun. It will not be that, no, I renounce and sit at home and do anything, whatever I want to do. No. Now, like for example, we have, Alfred Ford Prabhu. His name is Amrish Das Prabhu. Okay. He's running a big Ford company. He's a billionaire. He did not say that, okay, I'm a billionaire now, I will, sit and this. No, he's earning also and utilizing that money in Krishna consciousness. So the new Mayapur project that has come up, he spent almost like what, $2,500 million for the foundation of that particular temple. So he's assisting a compassionate movement. He's assisting his own spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada. That was Srila Prabhupada's dream, that there be a very big planetarium, where people can come and see the dioramas and they can, visuals attract people a lot. So, yeah, I feel that, career is very important. And I mean, people might not disagree with me, but this is what I feel, that we really need to focus on our careers also equally, at least at this this stage, the very initial stage of our life. Career is more important. Yeah, there are many comments. There are blessings also coming to uh, Vrinda, that okay, Rupa Mataji is giving her blessings, and Priyanka Mataji is also, giving her blessings. And yeah, yes, her father is doing a good job, like, yeah. So yes, yeah. So thank you so much, Vrinda, for being so enthusiastic. Actually, I'm missing Anup Prabhu on this forum. Actually, I'm actually wanted to hear his realizations, because I don't know. I felt that he should have been over here on this particular forum. So yeah, I think almost everybody's offering has been done, and I'm so thankful to all of y'all for being regularly on this. You all keep me ongoing. There is something, initially I started with Bhagavatam, then went on to Bhagavad-gītā, then went on to Hindi Bhagavad-gītā, then I went into Hindi Bhagavatam. So one group actually kept me on going. And how will I utilize my time to the best of my ability? So that's how, I'm purifying myself, reading the Bhagavatam. I'm also trying to uh, reform myself. I'm trying to overcome even my own challenges, uh, maybe in my nature, in my schedules. I'm trying to overcome all these things. Yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you so much, Vrinda. You being so inspiration, that I take inspiration that, hey, 18-year-old child is reading Bhagavatam. It's so wonderful. Like at your age, I don't know where we were. Thank you so much. So, dear devotees, thank you so much for this wonderful realizations. And we'll continue. From Monday, we'll start with Canto 3. And I'm excited with Canto 3. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, dear devotees. Hare Krishna, Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.